Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box, where today we're going to ask that big burning question. CNN needs to be asking it, Fox News needs to be asking it, the New York Times should be writing about it. It is the most important question of the day. And if we find out the truth behind it, we will know more about the future of our world. Is Donald Trump a good DJ? And there's a lot of evidence that we can examine together to try to find out the answer to that question. Before we do, I think it's worth saying that music has long been part of political campaigns, going all the way back to the 19th century, where campaigns would generally tend to commission the writing of unique songs, pardon me, that were typically done in the sort of music hall style. Who wants to vote for Mr. Smith? Not the most creative stuff, but some of them were catchy. And that style kind of went on well into the 20th century. Of course, JFK brought a lot of glamour to the White House, and he had High Hopes as his song, which sort of brought things into the 20th century. Nixon wasn't the most musical kind of guy, but he did have James Brown as someone who endorsed him, and that is pretty cool. Ronald Reagan famously misunderstood the lyrics of Born in the USA. Not so much misunderstood them, but misconstrued them. He thought it was sort of a rah-rah patriotic type of song, where it was really an anti-war song that was not very favorable to him. But all is well. But Reagan was, of course, very good friends with Frank Sinatra and all of his regular musical and comedic collaborators. Bill Clinton used Fleetwood Mac's Don't Stop. Obama had Stevie Wonder, he had Beyonce, he had everyone, Jay-Z. And then we get to Donald Trump in 16, and of course, today. Now, Donald Trump is unique among these figures in that he is very, very much the curator of his own playlist. And because his rallies tend to be very large events where the inflow of people into the seating, whether it's indoor or outdoor, takes a while, there's music playing. And sometimes on YouTube and other streams, you can hear that. And it's a really diverse amount of music that Trump plays. And he's very particular about it. He doesn't consign this to some advisor or to some marketing company. He puts together these playlists. And apparently, even when he's at his home at Mar-a-Lago, which doubles as a club for guests, he's walking around with an iPad programming the songs, changing them as needed to reflect the mood. And so he takes this very, very seriously. And so should we. Because if more people who created Spotify playlists were in political power, the world would sound better. It might not be better, but it would certainly sound better. So let's see what songs are on his playlist. Well, there's most famously God Bless the USA, which he is his walk-on music. Nothing too extraordinary there, but one song that is heard at just about every Trump rally that gets a lot of people's attention is the Village People's YMCA, because this has once again become the walk-off music for Trump. So after he's done with his speech, he'll play YMCA, he'll do his dance, and everyone does their thing. Now, um, why this is the anthem, we don't know. The anthem that closes out every Trump rally. But the origins of the song are very interesting. The lyricist himself has said that he composed it with double entendre in mind, that he really did intend for there to be a straight, and by that I mean straightforward. This is already going well. A straightforward interpretation of the lyrics where young men who are down on their luck can go to the YMCA to take a shower and play basketball and go for a swim and do all of those things. But of course, as everyone knows, it was also a song about something that was very much happening at that time at YMCA's, which is, again, this is YouTube, so I can't just come out and say it. But sometimes one man meets another man and they decide they like each other a lot. And sometimes they decide they like each other a lot at the YMCA. I think I just got away with that, even though I'll still probably be censored for other reasons, but that's okay because you can subscribe and keep me alive. So yeah, and so the song eventually became, I think, probably just because it's so damn catchy. I think a song, regardless of its musical style or of its content, if it is memorable and if it's danceable, it's going to be popular. And the YMCA sure was, whether you knew the meaning of the lyrics or if you didn't. And it's not the song you necessarily associate with the GOP of Ronald Reagan, but here we are. Um, he's a very big Elton John fan, and this probably dates to the time that Elton played a lot of the hotel casinos that Trump owned. And Elton even said that while Elton doesn't support Trump politically, he thought of him as someone good to work with, and he doesn't mind him using his song. So Rocket Man has been a big one, and we all kind of know why that is. Twisted Sister, We're Not Going to Take It is on the list. You Can't Always Get What You Want was the walkout music in 2016 when Trump originally ran. And that one, in some ways, is more puzzling than YMCA. YMCA has become a kind of celebratory anthem. Whether you're going to have a good time with another guy in the shower, whether you're going to work out, it's just become synonymous with having a good time. You Can't Always Get What You Want is it's a top-selling Rolling Stones song, probably not the top, but it's a popular song, and it's funny that you'd play that at a political campaign because politicians, whether honestly or dishonestly, are typically telling people that they can always get what they want so long as they vote for me. So that was kind of interesting. There was something sort of very surrealistic about playing that at the end of rallies. Dancing in the Moonlight by King Harvest, great one-hit wonder of a song. Um, Really good stuff. There's a lot of Queen on this list. Bohemian Rhapsody, Don't Stop Me Now, Tiny Dancer, another Elton John song that featured a lot. They keep playing Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. That's sort of a popular sing-along song the world over. Um, Macho Man has been played a lot. So another Village People song that, again, there's the double entendres. Oh, he's a macho, he's a big leader, but it also is about the kind of men that you might meet in the shower at the YMCA in 1977. And I can't say anything more on YouTube. God. Imagine some people actually taking this stuff seriously. Okay, let's see what other songs are on the list. There's some Billy Joel, Piano Man. He's played Space Oddity by David Bowie. He's played my favorite Creedence Clearwater song, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Beautiful song. Eye of the Tiger, Survivor, that's always a big pump me up. Elton John appears on this list again, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. James Brown, we mentioned him in the context of Nixon, Please, Please, Please. Lots of Andrea Bocelli, Conti, Partiro is the Italian version, Time to Say Goodbye. The English, he's played both. Loves that song. There was, of course, the rally where just the other day it was a Q&A. Some members of the audience weren't feeling well, and so he turned it into, and some of the people in the political world didn't like this. I thought from a musical perspective it was great because he said, let's just forget the talking, let's just sort of dance to the music and chill out. And I don't know any other presidential candidate who's done that. That playlist was interesting. It had Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. Not the kind of person you typically associate with Donald Trump, but again, it takes all sorts to tango. I think, am I doing it right? Maybe I am. Again, can you believe that anyone takes any of this stuff seriously? He also had November Rain, the full version, Guns N' Roses, really, really great song. He walked out to that after dancing to it, so that was there. Ave Maria, which was of course composed by Franz Schubert, and the version that Trump likes is that sung by Luciano Pavarotti. He's a big Pavarotti fan. He again booked him in many of his performance venues in Atlantic City when he was a big owner of properties there. So there's a personal relationship. He's played The House of the Rising Sun by the Animals, love it. Some more Creedence, Born on the Bayou. Lots of Rolling Stones actually. Sympathy for the Devil, Heart of Stone. He's played Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. The Sarah Brightman English version of Time to Say Goodbye appears on this list. You're the First to Lost My Everything by Barry White. Good song. Who Are You by The Who. Moni Moni. Originally done by Tommy James and the Shondells. I love that version. But here we've got the Billy Idol remake from the 80s on the list here. Toby Keith, Made in America. Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who. Lots of politicians do like that one. For those about to rock by AC/DC, I've seen that. Lots of Kid Rock because they've become friends. Kid Rock endorsed him. Usually when he's walking out to UFC events, he'll play American Badass by Kid Rock. We've got Gimme Shelter, my favorite Rolling Stone song. Well, one of my favorites. Lots of Guns N' Roses. Sweet Child of Mine appears on this list. More AC/DC, including the bagpipe laden It's a Long Way to the Top if you want to rock and roll. More Rolling Stones, 19th Nervous Breakdown, Start Me Up, Running Down a Dream by Tom Petty. The Tom Petty estate, however, does not like Donald Trump, and they've made that very clear. Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Ooh, Van Halen. I didn't know that. Jump has appeared at a Trump rally. American Girl, again by Tom Petty. And like, it's not that easy to stop any political figure from playing your song, the recorded version of your song at these rallies, because the publishing companies sell what they call a political license, which is basically a blanket license for political events to play this music. And most artists are automatically opted into that, meaning if they want a politician to stop playing the music, they need to opt themselves out of that political license. Some just write a threatening letter, which you can't really do much about, but some actually take that step. And at that point, they can bring a lawsuit. And that's what Isaac Hayes III did, because he had his father's Hold On, I'm Coming. Isaac Hayes co-wrote the song performed by Sam and Dave. Wonderful song. He had it removed from that licensing agreement, and he did then sue the Trump campaign. And since then, they've swapped that back for the YMCA because earlier this year and in 2023, he had been playing Hold On, I'm Coming by Sam and Dave as his walk-off music, but that changed. And now YMCA is back. Fortunate Son by Creedence. Living on the Edge, Aerosmith, Revolution, The Beatles, Born in the USA, Ronald Reagan's favorite, and Dream On. I said Dream On by Aerosmith. Now, The Snake by Al Wilson. Al Wilson, one of the great soul singers of all time. Now, this is an interesting one because Trump often reads the lyrics to that song, which are a poem, and he reads it. It's about a woman who finds a dying snake, brings it into her house, and it gets healthy. Then it bites her and it kills her. And Trump reads that, recites that poem. Because we're on YouTube, I can't tell you why. But he is fond of the poem, and the song is played too. Roll with the Changes. I love that REO Speedwagon song. More Creedence, Bad Moon Rising, Taking Care of Business. Everyone loves Buckman Turner Overdrive. Rush, Limelight. Interesting to hear Rush at a political rally. This one is heard a lot at Trump rallies. Gloria by Sarah Branigan really played a lot. That was talk about an 80s song. I Won't Back Down, Tom Petty. I think his daughter-in-law sung that without permission and got sued. Paradise City, Guns N' Roses are back. Let's Spend the Night Together, or is it Spend Some Time Together? I know that that's how Ed Sullivan censored it. I wonder about this. Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. Obviously, Bruce Springsteen, a big Democrat, but Born to Run, Born to Run for President, that's not what the song is about, but it is, in my view, his best song. Let's see what else we've got on this list. Hey Jude by the Beatles. Say You, Say Me, great song by Lionel Richie. Nessun Dorma, as beautifully sung by Aretha Franklin. She was invited to the Grammys to substitute for Pavarotti and did a marvelous job because I did a video on it. So do check that video out about why that was so important musically. What else have we got? Purple Rain by Prince, of course. Hello, another great Lionel Richie song. Is it me you're voting for? Stop it. Michael Jackson's Beat It, also featuring Eddie Van Halen. Want to Be Starting Something, Knock Knock Knocking on Heaven's Door, the Guns N' Roses version. Brown Sugar by the Rolling Stones. Rolling in the Deep by Adele, who I also think doesn't like him. Um, She's an interesting character. Lots of Andrew Lloyd Webber. Trump, obviously, New York, Broadway. He loves the stage. There's lots Phantom of the Opera, Memory from Cats, and others. So he's a huge Andrew Lloyd Webber fan. Losing My Religion and Radio Song, two good ones, including Radio Song is more of a deep cut, but a good one by REM. Under Pressure has appeared a lot by Queen and David Bowie. A bit of Journey, Wheel in the Sky, and Don't Stop Believing. Quite a lot of Leonard Skinner, including Freebird. Let's see. Tina Turner's The Best, which was written by John White, the guy from the Babies. Communication Breakdown by Led Zeppelin is there. Skyfall by Adele. We Are the Champions. We Will Rock You. Queen, of course. Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Come on. That's the only one I disagree with so far because you don't want to say that you're going to win in a landslide unless you do. But okay, that's cool. USA for Africa. We Are the World. Very popular. My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion song from the Titanic. Here's one I really, really like. My Sharona by the Knack, or the Knack as we would say. The Temptations, I Can't Get Next to You. Smoke on the Water, Deep Purple, that has made a few appearances, not many, but a few. Change the World, Eric Clapton's big hit from the late 90s. Everybody Hurts, everyone loves it. REM. He's played Light My Fire by The Doors, The Joker by Steve Miller Band, Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. Maybe he'll bring peace to Kashmir. Don't Fear the Reaper by the Blue Oyster Cult. Turn, 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 a very nice biblical song by the Byrds. Stranglehold by Ted Nugent has made a lot of appearances. Ted Nugent has played the national anthem at Trump rallies. He's a big Trump guy. He's sort of Trump's Beyonce. Make of that what you will. Are we allowed to have fun anymore? Right. Let me know in the comments if we're allowed to have fun. Gimme Three Steps. Leonard Skinner is back. Hendrix, Purple Haze. Aaliyah, Are You That Somebody? That's beautiful. Candle in the Wind. Elton John is back. Let's see what else you've got. Don't Bring Me Down has been played by one of my favorites, the Electric Light Orchestra. Should I Stay or Should I Go by everyone's favorite middle class punk band, The Clash. Quite a lot of ABBA. They're not happy about it, but he's played Waterloo, SOS, Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen. Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves, the most annoying song ever until the Macarena came out. Celebration by Kool and the Gang, and I, of course, love Kool in the Gang. 99 Luftballons by Nina, a song about nuclear war, sung in German. And if that doesn't get you on the dance floor, nothing will. Brown Eyed Girl and Full Force Gale by Van Morrison. Wonderful stuff. I don't remember hearing this one, but this is an official list, so it's true. It just probably hasn't been played a lot. But who can it be now from Men at Work? Great saxophone riff. Da, 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 da. Let's see what else we've got. Bit of Phil Collins, Can't Hurry Love, that's his remake, but of course, you've also got In the Air Tonight, You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC, Dancing in the Dark, Bruce Springsteen, What I Like About You, The Romantics, great song. I'm a Believer by the Monkees, Cherry Cherry by Neil Diamond, Build Me Up Buttercup by the Foundations, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Pat Benatar, she's very talented. Fat Bottom Girls by Queen. I guess, he wants the votes from them as well. All bottom girls should vote for whoever they want, but he obviously wants them to vote for him. Old Time Rock and Roll, Bob Seger, Lean on Me by the great, great Bill Withers, Small Town by John Cougar, who became John Cougar Mellencamp, who became John Mellencamp. Free, All Right Now. Okay. Feel Like Making Love, Bad Company. And who doesn't want to make love at a political rally? I know I do. Crocodile Rock by Elton John. We talked about Boss Skaz just a few days ago on this channel, the wonderful Lido Shuffle. Sirius and Eye in the Sky from the wonderful Alan Parsons Project. All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix. Rush has made another appearance with Tom Sawyer. Um, Philadelphia Freedom by Elton John. Of course, everyone wants to win the state of Pennsylvania. Let's see what else we've got on our list. That's most of them. Let's see if there's any that we are missing. He's done Jet Airliner by Steve Miller, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, wonderful stuff. You Can Make My Dreams Come True by Hall and Oates, who don't like each other. Maybe they can run against each other for president next time. That would be fun. Do you vote for Hall or do you vote for Oates? Let It Ride, a great song by Bachman Turner Overdrive. Apparently, he's played Eruption by Van Halen and Dance the Night Away. Interesting. And Brain Damage by Pink Floyd. He's definitely done Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Great Michael Jackson. Highway 2, The Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins. Everyone likes it. Black Water by the Doobie Brothers. Mississippi Moon, Won't You Keep on Shining on Me. Show Me the Way, Peter Frampton. Love it. Renegade, great song by Styx. Tina Turner's version of Proud Mary. Everyone loves it. Mustang Sally by Wilson Pickett. All about the U.S. car industry as it was in the 60s. Some Kind of Wonderful Grand Funk Railroad. Love it. Let's Go Crazy by Prince, Cold as Ice, Foreigner, wonderful. Rio by Duran Duran, Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police. I can't tell that joke on YouTube. Sorry, guys. Evil Woman, Great Evil Woman, Just Rosie O'Donnell. So, by Electric Light Orchestra, Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top, Center Field, John Fogerty's song. I think he was sued for plagiarizing himself over that one. Congratulations to the Dodgers by The Way. Ooh, say that three times fast. Ask the Lonely, great song by Journey. Jane, one of my favorite. Jefferson Starship songs. Refugee, one of my favorite. Tom Petty songs. Stone in Love has appeared by Journey. We're going into some of the deeper cuts, but these have appeared at Trump rallies. Life in the Fast Lane, The Eagles. Blinding Lights, great modern song, like recent song by comparatively by The Weeknd. Spirit of Radio, Rush. Shake It Up, The Cars, Let's Dance, David Bowie, Rebel Yell, Billy Idol, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. We talked about Charlie Daniels recently. Never Can Say Goodbye, Gloria Gaynor's version, Bad to the Bone, George Thorogood, and The Destroyers. I'm Sorry, Oh So Sorry by Brenda Lee, Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel. Slow Ride, great song by Foghat. American Woman, great song by The Guess Who. No More Mr. Nice Guy by Alice Cooper. They should have Elected by Alice Cooper. Great song for an election day. Free Ride, wonderful stuff from the Edgar Winter Group. Don't Stop by Fleetwood Mac. Ooh, hopefully Bill Clinton won't be jealous of that. Boys of Summer by Don Henley. I don't think he likes Donald Trump. Here I Go Again by Whitesnake. Really good one. Nothing But a Good Time by Poison. Let's see what else. Oh, he loves Elvis. He once said that he looks a bit like a sort of blonde Elvis. Do you see it? Let me know in the comments. Buy yourself a super chat. Suspicious Minds, though, by Elvis has appeared a lot. As has Burn in Love by Elvis. What else? He's done Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding, great Elton John track there. Um, what else have we got here? Shake Your Groove Thing has appeared by Peaches and Herb, like Peaches and Herb. Casey and the Sunshine Band. That's the way. I like it. Everyone likes that song. We've also got Boogie Shoes by Casey and the Sunshine Band. What else have we got? Honky Tonk Women by the Rolling Stones. Rome, a really good track by the B-52s. We got The Beat by the Go-Go's. Not something you associate with Donald Trump, but there you are. My Best Friend's Girl by the Cars. Oh, I've got such a good joke about that one, but I can't tell it because they'll take my channel away from me. Uh, Um, Ragged Old Flag by Johnny Cash. Take Me Home, Country Roads. Everyone loves that by John Denver. Cats in the Cradle, beautiful song by Harry Chapin. I Walk the Line, Johnny Cash. Bach's Cello Suite, number one, is performed by Yo-Yo Ma. He likes a bit of classical, that much is true. Ghost Riders in the Sky, more Johnny Cash. Please, 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 let me get what I want by the Smiths. That's an interesting one to play at a political rally. We Didn't Start the Fire. I've done a video on that one. Billy Joel, controversial classic. Great Balls of Fire has been performed by Jerry Lee Lewis. The version of Hallelujah is performed by Andrea Bocelli, has made several appearances for The Love of Money by the OJs, which of course was a theme to his television show. What else have we got? God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. Great song. And recently there's been Many Men Wish Death Upon Me, 50 Cent. That's been played recently at those rallies for reasons that we can't talk about on YouTube. New York, New York is played at certain Trump rallies. The original Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen makes some appearances as well, as does Frank Sinatra's Wonderful My Way. Hungry Like the Wolf from Duran Duran has made an appearance, as It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere by Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett. Drinking Song, everyone likes it. Listen to the Music, great by the Doobie Brothers. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That could kind of be every campaign song by Tears for Fears. Um, My Hero by the Foo Fighters, that has been used when there's the walk on music for Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who endorses Donald Trump. Party in the USA, Miley Cyrus. Not sure if she's happy about that. Whole lot of love, Led Zeppelin. Good to have some Zeppelin in there. Oh, The Great Raspberries featuring Eric Carmen of All by Myself fame. Go All the Way. Great song. Bawa da Ba, Kid Rock. Is there a doctor in the house? Some will get the Family Guy reference, which I think I can tell on YouTube. Um, I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch, big hit by the Four Tops, Just Like Heaven, The Cure. Um, It's Raining Men has been played a lot at the rally, and even Jimmy Kimmel, formerly of The Man Show, has joked about that because that's the second major gay anthem that's used at a Trump rally along with YMCA. And he finds it funny. I guess I kind of find it funny too. So that was obviously a hit for the Weather Girls. Let's see what else we've got on this list. You Don't Own Me, Leslie Gore's version, The Impossible Dream from Man of La Mancha, as sung by Elvis Presley, Roxanne, You Don't Have to Go to a Red State, please don't ban my channel, by the Police, Gimme All Your Lovin', ZZ Top. Great song. I Get Around. What a great driving song by the Beach Boys. Hell's Bells, one of my favorite AC/DC songs. Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. Really, really good. This one goes out to the one I love, REM, and Please Don't Go, Stevie Wonder. And we've made it through the list. It's not an exhaustive list, but it is exhausting because it's long. But really, I would say that 99% of these songs are really good songs. Some of them are sort of obviously apropos to a political rally, some not so much, but all of them are good songs. So, I think we answered the burning question. Is Donald Trump a good DJ? Now we know, but let me know how you think about this in the chat, and why not support this channel by buying a membership? Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. And you can subscribe for free, by the way. Take care.